Hello Libras, welcome to your next 3 months reading. I'm focusing in on November, December, and January. We will do the charms and the cards for your messages for the next 3 month period. But because this 3 month period is crossing over to the new year as well, so we have transitioning seasonally and transition annually. Archangel Metatron has joined us, and they're going to provide you with a message as well, or maybe they'll emphasize a message that we touch upon in your next 3 months. I do timestamp below, so if you want to skip ahead to your messages, feel free. Otherwise, let's get started with the Archangel message. Let's see which card they wish to use to deliver their message to you today. Right there, okay. I feel as I get more and more into the block of readings that I sit down to do, the shuffling gets less and less. They're ready to just go. Maybe I'll get to the point where I'm just splitting them and grabbing the card. Okay. And now let's get the charm. That was quite a purposeful, loud dig. I don't usually dig into my bowl, so I guess determined, very assured. So maybe that's the energy you're going to have, or that's the energy you have right now. Very assured, very confident of knowing sort of what's happening in this 3-month period, where you want to go. Whoa, okay. Loved ones coming out there, ancestors. Just going to see if these charms were meant for anywhere up top. There we go, okay. Oh, okay, just that one. You are blessed. A lesson to be learned. Okay, so let's see. What are they discarding? Nope, they want that there. Okay. And we'll get the cards. So I can do my best to make sure you get the clarity of the messages here. Next 3 months. I don't know if you saw that on camera, but I caught my eye as I was shuffling. It was almost like one card did like an extra slide down to like hide in the deck. Didn't want me to. They definitely didn't want me to kind of see them. They like kind of hid away. So that was interesting. So I don't know if you're hiding away, shying away, hiding away. Oh, we'll see if that comes up. Okay, so we're gonna do the monthly reading first, or the next 3 months, and then we'll get the message from your Archangel here. I'm gonna start with the message from your ancestors here. So your loved ones coming through. They have this nice warm pink tile, so this nice warm love energy starting here, because this fireman symbol for me feels often like an X marks the spot. So this is like a start here, please, Ashley, for the reading. Start with us. We're raising our hand. But this is also my charm for arguments, disagreements, a heated situation, or communications need to open up with the axes here. This is like break down a wall, break down a barrier. Right? You kind of have to get out of this situation. You have to move forward, essentially. So communications either needed, but there is some kind of disagreement, argument, just heated heated emotions here that they're acknowledging. They're pairing it here with, there's a history of this, with the past having an impact. So this could be when we get focused, or we trigger our angered kind of energetic state, sort of spectrum. We kind of stay in frustration, aggression, when we reflect back, or we get hung up on a memory or a situation. And they're saying strong is beautiful. So this is a message to you to, like, remember who you are. Just pause, take your breath. Probably also kind of remember the other person or people in this situation, but I think it's more of coming back to this more kind of softer energy. It's not a cooling, it's just a smaller flame, right? It's like they're turning down the heat, and they're reminding you of your ability here, your quality to kind of stay calm, maybe under pressure or in a conflict, to be the bigger person. Even it could be that kind of message here, because it was communication, right? Break down a barrier. So maybe this is a reach out. So we'll see here. Look at you busting down the door, break down a barrier. I love how they pair charms and cards. I love those of you who join me in the intro, so you can see that I'm not presetting any of this up. But look at the step forward here. The communicator, right? He's speaking to someone. He's speaking to a group. He's voicing just voicing, I guess, your point of view, your feelings, whatever it is. But they're really pulling me into the sort of upper waist up kind of business suit, politician-like energy, like a speaker, right? They have to, they frame their words, right? So they're emphasizing your ability to communicate. So tap into your strength as a communicator. So you must be good with language, good with forming your thoughts, good at communicating them calmly, focused, right? He's kind of stripped of emotion here. He has to deliver the news. He has to deliver the information. So kind of rein in the emotions here. They keep pulling me into the eyes here. So I don't know if you're suffering with moments of lack of sleep, or when you do focus on this, that's when you kind of struggle with sleep. But they are bringing me into the sort of dark circles here around the eyes. But look what happens when you move forward, when you go knock on that door, right? When you open communications, when you do your best effort to break down that barrier, there's a party, there's a celebration, there's a coming back together, there's a positive outcome. Not to mention, these are your loved ones above, your ancestors here, watching you in this moment, watching you come together. See them kind of excited, going to the door, ready to open it, greet you. They're happy that this reconnection is happening. They're happy that this communication is happening. They're happy that you're making the effort to connect. So positive outlook here. And I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can sure hear it, but my dog is just snoring up a storm all of a sudden. That whole time he was just snoring away, making noise in the background, almost like this party here in the background. Okay. And now he's gone quiet. Well, for whatever reason, he was helping to emphasize this point. So a lesson to be learned. This is where the emotional work is happening. This is where we're working on how we feel maybe about the situation. Could be about something else in this next 3-month period, or this could be the next step as you move forward. This is kind of like I was saying, reconciliation. This is acknowledging in order to move forward. With this charm, this is a solid foundation where you just put in the final piece. So that's your lesson to be learned, so that this isn't revisited, right? You're moving forward along this path and not backwards, one step forward, two steps back. It's forward momentum. You get your aha moment. So in this next 3-month period, there seems to be an opportunity to gain some clarity, gain some insight that will help you to kind of release this, be able to be more comfortable with it, be satisfied by it, right? Satisfied by the knowledge you'll receive. Okay. So there's definitely a victory here. Victory in terms of moving forward, the unstoppable momentum that you're going to have once you're in this energy, because we have the creative sky back here, the orange hue. So that means your inspiration center is engaged again. You're feeling motivated, inspired, focused, engaged, ready to participate. You've got energy. You're not this tired politician, right? You're kind of this eager general, ready to go, get out there, socialize. Maybe you've been feeling under the weather a bit, and this could be the insight of, what cure, remedy. That's the word I was looking for. Remedy will work for you. So this is you, getting over that ailment that maybe held you down for a bit here. So this would be like a prolonged, like longer than normal, maybe like a seasonal cold that like dragged out here for some reason. They're giving me that. I just feel like this battle dragged out for a bit, and then all of a sudden, you come in here and it's just solution oriented. It's just all solution oriented, moving forward, kind of unstoppable energy here that you're resuming, you regain. You're ready to conquer this next 3-month period. Okay. So we have you are blessed, you are gifted. So this is self-belief, self-trust. So there might be a little self-doubt that creeps in during this next 3-month period for a reason or in an area of your life, something that you question. Did I make the right choice? Am I being right? Right? Those kind of questions. Can I trust this feeling that I have? So they're letting you know you can increase this confidence, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your trust in self and belief in self. So we'll see why they're emphasizing your gift here. Okay. So there's this the caring, nurturing nature that they're depicting here in the card. They're emphasizing that this time around. So maybe it's like don't forget how impactful your energy can be on others, right? You're a source of calming, you're a source of joy, right? He's smiling, he's coming. Here's kind of that sneaking energy I was getting when we were in the intro. There was a card that kind of snuck away in the deck, and that's how I feel. He just kind of like sneaks in here onto her lap to kind of smile and get a smile back, right? So your people enjoy being in your energy. I guess is the final message I'm trying to get to here. Long way to say that. But there's a remember that you're like this golden, bright light, right? She's looking down at the jewelry here, the sparkle. Don't forget your sparkle. You know, it's the smile, the love for life, and that you give that back to others, right? The back and forth laughter, that's your gift. How good people feel in your energy here when they're around you. So remember, confidence, self-esteem, your energy is hugely impactful on others. You can cheer them up, make them smile. Other people love seeing you smile. You must have, maybe you have one of those laughs, right, that are just addictive. When you start laughing, other people start laughing, or it could be a beautiful tone as well. A lot of us have a laughter that just sounds just lovely to hear, right? And sometimes people say that, oh, I just love hearing you laugh. I love your laughter. Okay, so message from Archangel Metatron. Let's see what they're coming to pair in here with. We have spiritual strength. So we have a nice healing card here. Head to toe, overall well-being with Archangel or Angel number 9 here that they're emphasizing as well. But overall well-being means, for me, head to toe. It's not just physical. This is physical, emotional, spiritual, mental health. So reestablishing, getting your solid footing in that. Everything, you feeling, right, perfectly balanced, ready to conquer, right? You have the strength to hold up the world here, hold up the foundation, just like you have the strength here to conquer. Maybe it's because you have a lot going on. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of family. I know we're heading into a heavy holiday period, especially in certain countries. They have back 4 or 5 holidays all happening. So that's like Halloween just happened. Some are heading into Thanksgiving. Others, it's the end of year kind of seasonal holiday festive. So Hanukkah, Christmas, all of those. Then we have New Year's, right? So not to mention all the birthdays that could be happening as well with your family, or anniversaries. But it just seemed like a lot of festivities here, but they feel family centric, right? It looks like this couple here, these kind of coming back to this ancestors here, feels generational, right? Just playing with the kids, playing with the smaller kids, kind of off in these little groups, right? Maybe these are teenagers hanging out talking, little kids looking up at the teenagers, adults hanging out with the new baby, whatever it is, right? So there's just focusing in the next 3 months on making sure you're maintaining your overall well-being, because it looks like you need to conquer this season here. So got quite a bit of cards here. Let's see if they'll stand back up on camera. Yeah, there we go. So in terms of prioritization, prioritization on health, big emphasis on your health and your well-being, because they know you have a lot to do, a lot to conquer, a lot to focus on in the next 3 months. So your well-being is the most important, and for your loved ones here, your ancestors here, some kind of communication, some kind of connection, some kind of ending to a disagreement, to an argument will take place with the strength of your communications and the strength of your ability to be kind of calm, strip the emotions out, just be focused on the black and white. Let's get the conversation done, and then let's move forward and celebrate. So let's connect in again next month and see how you move forward, Libras.